Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to break into some demonstration stations. And they are on the screen in front of you. Remember, Vantiv is going to be right over there where you see that point of sale cash register. That's where they'll be located.
Yeah, so there is a monthly charge associated with it. For the Accept product, it's $15 a month per unit. And then for the checkout, per unit, per device. Correct. Yes. So but that's also providing $100,000 per device too. So if you think of that, you have immediate customer support right away, right out of the gate. It's just a matter of picking up a phone call and reaching out to us. With this particular product, which I personally am more excited about, you have the ability to monitor your customer base as we spoke to, and the ROI for this is built in essentially. This is $49.99 for the application, and then $1.99 on the swipe rate. And I know that might sound and seem like it's a pricey, proposition, but on the other hand, it's a business that's built into it. It's automated, so if you're limited on volunteers or just help, this is a management tool. It manages your cash, you manage it. Well, you don't do probably much by way of taxes, but it's managing your customer base. It's managing the marketing components, and then the reporting as well. So any and every reporting that you would need.
And also, as Ryan mentioned, the great thing about this, if you went with this type of unit, this is still mobile as well.
Yeah.
So you can still take that tablet wherever you want with your mobile service and take transactions wherever you need in the field. It's not just stationed to just this alone, so you're not locked to here. It's still a mobile product. Just like if you're using your handheld, as Ryan mentioned, to go get transactions, this is basically a big handheld that you can bring to any event, anywhere where you have connectivity, and take donations that way as well.
So there's two things. So the actual application is iOS, supported on Vantiv Mobile Checkout. For Vantiv Mobile Accept, it's iOS or Apple, and then it's Android as well, so it can go both ways. And by the way, that's $15 a month, and the rate is 2.5. Okay, so there's also ways that I would say, if you're interested in seeing if there's an opportunity, let us just take a look at what your current spend is, and we can stand it up based on your historical transactions. And we don't necessarily have to filter in the opportunity of gaining business as well, which that's where we really think that it's going to be all the difference in the world. If you can pick up one or two members, just simply because you can swipe that credit card, that might be all the difference in the world. So, I know price, I don't like talking price directly, and I get it, it's a nonprofit, price is important. But on the other hand, we got to look at the overall solution. It's kind of like a cell phone is a cost to your nonprofit, but you need that. And so it's worth it. There's ROI. So
the question, for so many nonprofits, what's becoming more and more important is recurring gifts. And at a lot of events, when you're trying to capture someone, you want them to agree right then that they are going to make a monthly gift of $20 rather than just a $20 gift. And does it have the capability to do that?
Well, you have several things that you can do there. The one that I would emphasize is that marketing component that I said is an automatic reoccurring. You can have that set to every 30 days if you want to, give them an opportunity to donate that frequently. As far as a solution for like a membership type program, did you want to speak to that?
Well, yeah, you can set up a reoccurring payment system when you talk about the VMC, the Vantiv Mobile Checkout product. We actually even have the VMA type portion as well. But to answer your question directly, you can do that.
So right there at point of sale, somebody can choose, I'm going to give $20 today and I'm going to give $20 every month indefinitely.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And Martin, he mentioned the marketing piece, which is nice because when you tie the reoccurring payments into the marketing component, it won't only just let them have a reoccurring payment, but we'll send them an update with any types of differences or specials or new programs that you want to try to promote automatically as well via email. So it's all automated for you. Very nice feature that keeps it hands-off when you have a limited amount of resources or members to help run those types of campaigns.
But the other component that I want to speak to is, do any of you currently take credit card at all today? And then how are you taking it? What are you PayPal? Okay. Everybody knows what that's Okay. All right. Okay.
That's scary.
That right there is an example where I can say almost 100% with almost 100% confidence we can help you out. Number one, there's compliance issues with that approach. Okay. That number falls into the wrong hands. There's a serious issue that you're dealing with. Secondly, you're manually entering that credit card. That means risk is elevated. Risk is elevated for us. Risk is elevated for Visa, MasterCard, and those cards. And so the swipe rate or the rate of that transaction skyrockets. You're probably paying 4 or 5% at times because you're manually entering in that number. And that, obviously, this environment is going to save you dramatically. In a situation like that, it's a slam dunk. Take gift cards, which is something that would be worth considering, is adopting a gift card component for your nonprofit. It's not as expensive as you might think. And having that gift card capability, it could be a game changer. You could even have, membership could reload the gift card. Other questions?
I think this has probably been asked, but does each person, say if you want to have like 4 devices that have this capability, would each one pay the $49.99 for the app?
So it's $49. This is for the full-blown point of sale. For this, it's $15 per user. Okay. For the full-blown point of sale, it's $49 for the first, and it goes down to $29 for each additional one. And what we would help you do, especially in nonprofit, I understand that cost is important. So we'll look at that and we'll demonstrate in advance whether it's a sound decision for you. We're going to help you make that decision. Okay? Support on the Sprint side, and they can really handle a lot of the questions.
And I think, as Ryan mentioned, that breach assistance piece, which comes with that monthly service, that monthly cost, embedded in there is a very unique feature. It is not something that any other company has, like PayPal, for instance, Square, Intuit does not offer any type of security or enhanced insurance, if you will, like we do, that's embedded in that cost. That would be an additional ancillary cost. Sorry about the camera. That would be on top of whatever fees that they would charge us.